It can be very hard to deep clean your home. It can be hard to just maintenance clean your home. And if you're talking to someone who has never experienced mental health struggles or physical health problems, or who doesn't have such a deficit of time, then they're not going to understand why you're struggling. But I do. I understand because this has been my life, trying so hard to keep everything clean and just feeling behind always. I used to approach deep cleaning as if I had to do everything in one day, like clean my house from top to bottom. And that was before I admitted that my physical and mental health should actually be prioritized. I just expected myself to get everything done no matter what the problem was. And if you've done the same, you know exactly what the problem was. I never had the physicality or the emotional bandwidth to get everything done. I wouldn't even really get started because I'd think about everything that had to get done and I would just shut down. When I created adaptive cleaning, I made a system that I could actually follow that didn't shut me down, because instead of thinking about all the things that I was quote unquote supposed to do, I thought about the things that I actually could do. And this goes for maintenance cleaning and it goes for deep cleaning as well. Here is how my system works with deep cleaning. I divide my house into sections. This is something I got from the Fly Lady, but I really couldn't keep up with the rest of her system. It was just too much. This week I'm in section 1, which is my kitchen and my dining room. And I have these cleaning sheets that tell me what I can do at low capacity. Just simple 5-minute tasks, and that is what I'm doing this week. I'm at pretty low capacity. I've been sick and I'm pretty tired. But my low capacity list gives me these 5, maybe 10-minute tasks that I can get done really quickly. And I just check them off as I go. And then when I come back to this section the following month, I will do whatever feels good to me. If I'm at low capacity, I'll follow that list. If I'm at average or high capacity, I will follow along with those lists. For week 1, all I wanted to do on my low capacity deep cleaning is clean the kitchen sink, wipe the exterior of all of the kitchen appliances. I wanted to clean the microwave because it's so gross, you'll see soon. And I wanted to also completely dust and wipe down our kitchen table, like the legs and everything. Those 4 tasks took me under 30 minutes, and they made a really big difference in the way my kitchen looked, especially because I have a back door right there that my dogs are always coming in and out of, and they had splattered mud everywhere. It was a whole fun situation. Plus, my appliances were covered with sticky fingerprints and it just all needed a scrub. So did I clean the inside of the refrigerator or the oven or the dishwasher? No. But taking the time to just clean the exterior was enough. I don't need to be a perfectionist about it. I don't need to expect myself to knock everything out, because when I do that, I am not going to do anything. But every time I have walked into my kitchen, I've immediately noticed how nice and shiny all of the appliances look and how clean my microwave is when I open it. And I love giving my kitchen sink a deep scrub. These little things really do make a difference. You don't have to exhaust yourself in order to take care of your house. You just have to have a manageable system so that you can actually keep up with it, because consistency is always going to be the thing that actually helps. Along with encouraging you to do tasks that you actually have the physical mental bandwidth for, I would also suggest that you do a bad job if you need to. Not a thorough job, not an incredible job. It's okay. For instance, I often will clean off my appliances. I did with like a soapy sponge. I always do that first. And then I wipe them clean, and then I use this Wyman's stainless steel polish. It just makes them shine up so nicely. But for me, just scrubbing off the dirt and wiping them down was sufficient at this point in my day, because I was pretty tired. I could have detailed the microwave, I could have dried my sink, I could have done a couple of other things, but it really just isn't necessary. It looks perfectly fine, and I was satisfied. It's really just about forward movement. And if you're at a place in your life where you're putting so much pressure on yourself to do everything, You're either going to run yourself ragged if you don't have what it takes to do everything, or you're going to do nothing because you just end up frozen. And I would just suggest if you want to just try this out with me, I do have these free cleaning sheets on my website, which you can look for in the description. But just see what it feels like to do something that you actually have access to versus pushing yourself to do more all the time, and just see how that feels. As always, if you have questions or comments, put them down below so that we can talk about it. And I will see you guys next time. Have a great weekend.
Yesterday, there was sun in